Hello. Good afternoon, friends. Sorry I'm a couple minutes late. I thought I was all ready, but then I thought about a couple things I wanted to share with you, so I had to get it all ready. How is everybody? Welcome to my page. My name is Genevieve Coe, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I live here in Markham, Ontario, Canada, but I love to share stamping with people all around the world. And hopefully, we can get into a routine every Tuesday afternoon saying hello to each other. I love to share stamping. I love to share what I create, and I love to connect with you. So, thank you so much for joining in. Hi, Karen. Glad you're able to join me live. If you are joining live, please make sure to drop a comment into the comments and let me know that you're here. I like to read the comments afterwards. It helps me feel like I'm not alone, helps me to feel connected, and I love to pick a winner out of all the comments that I receive. So please go ahead and drop a hello. And if you're new, make sure to let me know where you're from, how you found me, and I am happy to share what I do each week. And feel free to share this video with your friends, with the groups that you're in, so others can learn about happy stamping as well. So I'm so excited to be back this week. Last week I was away and we missed our regular Tuesday afternoons. I actually kind of missed it. Um, because it's very regular that I'm here on Tuesday afternoons, 2 p.m. Eastern. So last week was a bit of an anomaly because after a very long time, I got to escape a little bit and go on a little girls' getaway vacation. So it's something, wow, I haven't really gone on a proper vacation in a while. So it was like, kind of mind blowing to actually get away. So, oh, hi, Leona. I'm glad. Oh, Karina and I are good friends. I'm so glad that you know Karina, and I'm happy to share stamping with you. Oh, it's good to see everybody's hellos. I was just saying that I missed connecting with everyone last week, but I had a great vacation. Those of you who are on my email newsletter list will have seen that I posted a blog post. So there's lots of pictures on there of my vacation. So I won't bore you with all the details, even though I really want to. But you're here for stamping. So, but I will tell you that I had a great vacation. It was a little nerve-wracking, the way the health crisis is going or the pandemic is going, but we decided to go for it anyway. We didn't go far. We just went to Quebec City and had a really nice time. One of my hobbies, besides stamping, I love stamping, but one of my other hobbies is learning to speak French. So going to Quebec City was like so exciting because I could practice my French in all the stores and different things. So uh, I feel like I've improved a little bit. I did go to Quebec City once before. Actually, I think Lindsay, I see Lindsay's watching. I think she was with me. It was a Stampin' Up! Event in Quebec City. And I know at that time I was also still trying to practice my French. And I could say things here and there, but sometimes when people talked back to me, I couldn't understand them. But this time I think I did better. I could speak and then they would speak back. Like they didn't switch right into English right away. And so, sorry, I forgot to turn my phone to the do not disturb. And as Murphy's Law has it, as soon as I start talking, all the texts start coming in. So that was really fun. This time I got to speak French and people would speak French back to me. And most of the time I understood or got the gist. So it was very fun for me. And of course, it was very fun to be with my friends who we've known for such each other for such a long time, but actually not feel like we're limited to our Zoom call or a short little coffee time. We got to spend the whole week together. So we had lots of time to do girl talk and girl jokes and girl whatever stories, share lots of girl stories. So it was a great week away. But I'm back in the craft cave now, and I dove in yesterday. And started finishing my designing for my April classes. And this morning I spent time preparing my May classes. And so everything should be hopefully updated on my link tree. Actually, why don't I flip the camera over and I can just show you some things, share a few announcements. My Tuesday at 2 is always, there's always stamping, there's always updates on what's going on in my stamping journey and my my happy crafting place because I am a really active Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I've been a demonstrator for over 14 years now. I think this fall I'll be 15 years. Maybe I should do something special. I don't know, like a 15-year party. But anyway, way longer than I ever thought I would be because I just didn't realize how fun it was to be a demonstrator and all the great connections of people that I've met. So, since I've been so active in my business and my happy stamping, I just feel like if I make something, I should run a class because I'm so excited about it. So, I do regular classes, I do Facebook Lives, I have a blog. So, there's always ways to get in touch with me and see what I'm doing. So, you'll always hear about that on Tuesday at 2 in addition to the stamping that I'm sharing. Okay, so let me flip the camera around. I feel I only missed 1 week of my Tuesday at 2, but it feels like it's been a really long time. I feel like all out of sync here. So hopefully my camera will work and my mount will behave and we'll give it a try. So close your eyes if you get dizzy. Sorry, I don't have any fancy equipment here. I just basically switched my phone over so that you can see it on the table. So hopefully that's okay. Oh, there is a bit of a shadow. Not quite sure how to get rid of that. Okay, so let me put the website up here that you all need to know. So it is Linktree. Linktree. There's a dot between the R and the EE / Stampin' for Fun. Okay, so this is a link that has all my important links. I guess that's why it's called the Linktree. So if you want to sign up for any upcoming May classes, hi. If you want to sign up for any May classes, you can do that. I have the link there. The main ones I want to highlight in May, I do have my regular technique class going on. I'll also have my regular, which is fairly new, my Memories Matter scrapbooking class. And in addition, hi, Katerina. I just wanted to highlight the Girls Getaway Stamp Camp. I am really excited about this one. It's the fourth time that Jennifer Cotton and I are combining together to create a really fun stamp camp for you. So, what's unique about this one? We're calling it the Girls Getaway Stamp Camp. And as usual, we're going to have 10 pre-cut projects, a generous goodie bag. In Canadian value, the goodie bag is about, I think, $45, over $45 value. And we'll have the exclusive Facebook group. But what's going to be fun is that Jennifer and I are hoping to be together on our own girls' getaway in southern Utah. So there's another demonstrator that's kind of organizing a get together in Utah for those of us that missed the incentive trip. Because Stampin' Up! Decided to cancel it this year. But we thought it would still be fun to meet up with other demonstrators and hang out, sit by the pool and talk. So Jennifer and I are hoping to be there together. We've registered. I always say hoping. I don't know whether you guys are like me now, but since 2 years of pandemic, you can never count on whether you're going to be somewhere or not be somewhere or whatever. But we are hoping to be together in southern Utah and we will come to you live from there. So there'll be other demonstrators there. You never know. We might get to have a guest demonstrator pop in on our lives. We'll do some extra stamping demos for you there. You'll hear about our getaway, and we hope that the projects that we send to you will give you a little getaway too. So since we've got this getaway theme, or this girls getaway theme, you will actually get a bonus gift when you invite a friend to join you at this class, because we think it would be awesome if you did the projects with another friend and had fun together, just like Jennifer and I will be having fun together. So if you invite a new friend to join the class with you, then you will get a bonus gift as a thank you for inviting your friend, and also, because it's more fun to stamp with friends. So that is one class that you can register for. And if you want to know where to register for my classes, just go here and click upcoming classes. I believe I've updated it with all the May things. And there are two optional bonus classes that you can add on. So you can take the stamp camp by itself. You can take the stamp camp and add on one of the optional classes, you could take the stamp camp and add on both optional classes. Now, the perk of adding on the optional classes is that there's no additional shipping. Okay, but if you decide you don't want to do the stamp camp, but you just want to do the optional class, that's okay too. So I can't show you what the stamp sets that we're going to be using in the camp. I can't show that to you because I'm not allowed to show you the inside of the catalog yet. But this is the new catalog, baby. So I'm so excited. When I came home from my vacation, this was waiting for me. It's one of the perks of being a demonstrator is that you have access to things earlier. You can see things earlier. I've already ordered the stamp sets that we're going to be using at this camp. So anyway, I'm super excited. I'd love for you to join me in the upcoming classes in May because they'll be using some new product. So there's the Girls Getaway Stamp Camp, and then also for those of you that have hung around with me before, you know every new catalog, I love to do a new catalog stamp camp. So I do have a hall booked for in-person stamping if you would like to join me in Markham. I'm going to still be requesting masks be worn, and you'll have a time slot to stamp your pieces, but the main kind of demonstrations and things like that will happen on a different day, on the following day, on the Sunday. And so that way people long distance and virtual can still enjoy. Okay, so there's new catalog stamp camp, there's the Girls Getaway Stamp Camp, there's my technique class, my Memories Matter class. I guess those are the things. And then the two optional classes with the Getaway. Okay, so speaking of the new catalog, if you consider me your demonstrator, or maybe you don't have a demonstrator and you would like to get your hands on a hard copy, just go ahead and request a catalog. Okay, so I am getting all geared up. I've ordered a whole bunch of these catalogs. I'm happy to mail them out. Now, if you're the type that likes to browse online, don't worry, you don't have to order a catalog. The catalog will be viewable online on May the 3rd, but I know there's some people that still like to have the hard copy or whatever. So just to be a little more environmental and everything, I think it's better. That's why I have the system where you register for the catalog. So I'm only sending catalogs to those who would like them. Okay, they're free to anybody who's shopped with me in the past year. If you haven't shopped with me in the past year, I charge just a small $7 fee. It doesn't even cover the catalog and the shipping, but it's just a small fee, which I will return to you when you place an order in the month of May or June. Okay, so that's how that works. So that's why this is a link tree. Everything's there. Upcoming classes, if you want to be on my email newsletter list, if you want to get a copy of the new catalog, all of that, head here and you can click the appropriate links. Okay, who's excited to find out what the product of the month is this month? So let's just dive into some stamping. What are we waiting for? So, hi Donna. So I thought about what I wanted to share, and we are in an interesting time because we are doing the last chance list with the annual catalog. So some things are retiring and not coming back. I didn't quite want to pick one of those because what if it's gone next week? And then I'll just be teasing you all month with stuff you can't buy. So I decided to pick the Waves of Inspiration stamp set, which, you know, if you've been tuning in regularly, you know I've been kind of highlighting this bundle and this stamp set because it is an early release option from Stampin' Up. And it will be carrying over into the new catalog. But there is something that they've released that is not carrying over into the new catalog, and that is the gorgeous Designer Series paper. So let me see what I can show you the different designs in the paper. I think I have sort of like a little 6x6 sample here. Okay, so this is only while supplies last, and I checked yesterday. It was available yesterday, but I'm hoping it's still available for you. But what's cool is that all the paper is double-sided, and isn't it dramatic? Okay, so you can see how it really goes with this whole suite, the Waves of the Ocean suite. Okay, these are just little samplings, little 6x6 samplings of this gorgeous paper. Okay, so I'm really hoping to showcase this paper all month long in my Tuesday at 2 videos, assuming that it stays available. But if not, I think these items will continue to stay available as they are in the new catalog. So that's why I decided to pick the Waves of the Ocean Suite as our product of the month this month. Okay, first of all, because I love it. Second of all, is because I hope that you'll still be able to have access to purchase it. Okay, so that is the gorgeous paper. Now, I do have a new online ordering special this month. So when you place an order with me on my online store, you can always go there if you need to find out my online store link. I will send you a free class in the mail, which is basically the 4 cards that I'll be showing all month. So today you'll see the first card, next week you'll see the second card, and so on and so on. We're going to make 4 cards this month. Every Tuesday at 2, you'll see a different card. And those 4 cards will be cut, prepared, and mailed to you when you place an online order on my store this month. As long as your order is a minimum of $60 and you use the host code. I did not write the host code here, but it is in my email newsletter list. Okay, email newsletter that I sent out today. You can always find the latest host code on my blog. And again, if you need to find my blog, just go to this link tree. There should be a link to my blog. Okay, so let's get started with today's project. Tell me what you think of this paper, guys. And have any of you, I know some of you are demonstrators out there, have you had a chance? Or maybe even if you're not a demonstrator, if you already went ahead and purchased it, have you had a chance to play? Art Team Stick Girls, my stamping team, others who have bought the starter kit, we have a get together every month, a stamping get together every month. And last month in March, we made cards using this bundle. So it was really fun. And the cards were great, but I couldn't find them in time for a video. So we're just going to make a new card using these goodies. So let me get started. Yeah, I'd love to know what you think of this suite. Are you excited? Are you curious to see what I'm going to create? So let me grab our trimmer. This is actually, I know you may think that I just use this trimmer for my videos, but I actually use this as my main trimmer when I'm just designing and playing and stamping and scrapbooking. This is my main trimmer because I love it that it's got this extension arm right here. And the other great feature is that there are also measurements on this plastic guide. So when you're paper crafting, sometimes it's really helpful to have measurements at the top, but also down the side. So anyway, it's a great feature. And of course, it comes with a cutting blade, but also a scoring blade. So it is a great tool if you don't have one. Of course, I'm talking away, and with all our supply chain issues, I don't even know whether it's available, but it'll come back. It is a tried and true product if it's not available right now, but it might be available right now. I haven't checked. Okay, so a color I don't use a ton, but when I use this color, you know who it reminds me of? You guys can guess in the comments. I'll tell you guys later who this reminds me of and why. But it's a Pacific Point, and all of Stampin' Up! Colors have a very specific name because Stampin' Up! Loves colors, and color coordination is one of our hallmark features. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this piece of cardstock in half at 5.5 inches. Okay. Now, if you're new to card making or new to stamping, I'm so glad you've joined today, but make sure you mark your calendar also to join me on April the 7th at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, because I will be doing another Facebook Live on that day, demonstrating 4 Sweet and Simple cards. So anybody can join in and watch that for free. So all I did was I turned it 90 degrees and then I scored it at 4.25 inches. See how the trimmer gives a really nice score line there? So then, boom, we've got our card base. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of layer things up. Layering is the easiest way to add some interest and texture to your card. I'm taking this gorgeous paper. I don't even know which side I should use. Do I want to use this side or this side? I don't know. Both sides are gorgeous. I think I'll use this side. And I'm going to go with the 5.5 inches. And this is 1.5. Okay, so 5.5 by 1.5, and I'm going to just put that across the cardstock, just like that. Okay, so let me adhere it. I don't know where my seal adhesive is. Believe it or not, I packed it on my girls' getaway trip, I think, and I haven't really unpacked. So let's try our Seal Plus. Seal Plus is a stronger adhesive, and but it's also just a easy tape runner to use. It's just, I might be going a little overboard here because I don't think I need quite such a strong adhesive for the card, but since I can't find my other adhesive, we'll just use that. We'll put that across. Okay. So easy peasy first step. Okay, let's put that aside. Let me put this away before I'm trying to keep my table cleaner so that you guys can see everything that's going on. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I am going to make another layer. I'm going to use our basic white, and I'm going to cut it at 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches. So there's 5 inches, 3 3/4. Okay, so it's going to be another layer on our card like this. So I thought this still gives a nice peek of that DSP behind. I don't know, maybe I'll go even smaller. Um, yeah, I think that's okay too. Okay, I can't remember what I did my sample, whether I went smaller or bigger. I think it's okay. We'll do that. So we're going to do some stamping here. Hi, Lynn. Good to see you. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is do some stamping. Let me show you the gorgeous images on this stamp set. And this, of course, is the showcase stamp on this stamp set. So I had to use it today. But make sure you tune in all month on my Tuesday at 2s because I'm going to use the same stamp set, but you're going to see different cards. That's the power of stamping. It looks different every time, right? You can be creative, or you can look for samples like the one I'm doing and copy it. I do not mind at all if you copy anything that I create because I am happy to share. So I like to keep a set of blocks in my case because it just helps me to stay organized. And I knew this stamp, see how it's like too big for the E block? So I'm going to go right to this really large block because I think all the other ones will not work. So I'm going to take this large block and we'll put the stamp on. I'm just trying to make sure it's straight the best I can. Okay. I know the case is so convenient, right? Sometimes we forget that Stampin' Up! Sells so many useful things. Okay, and then I am going to ink it up with the Coordinating Pacific Point ink. And I do find when it's a really large stamp, I find it easier to just keep the stamp face up and then tap. Okay, so that just helps me to make sure that I am covering the surface as best I can. Let me hold it up so that you guys can see how I've got it inked up. Yeah, the grid paper is helpful too with that. And then what I'm going to do, now I could go on here like this, which is fine. It is sometimes helpful. The Stamparatus actually would be useful, but it's too late. Because even if it's not perfect, now you'll see that there is like almost a 90-degree here. So I thought it would go great in the corner of this card. The Stamparatus would have been great because I've got small hands, but I'm just trying to line it up as best I can and go down. I'm not too worried because again, it's handmade. If it doesn't turn out perfect, I'm not going to cry the blues. And the thing is, I'm just using paper. I can just flip it over and try again. Okay, because it is a large stamp, I'm just making sure that I kind of apply even pressure all throughout. And let's see if we get our gorgeous image here. Okay, let's see. We did. We got our gorgeous image that I was going for. Doesn't it almost make you feel like you're going to get splashed by the water? So realistic. This is Stampin' Up! Quality, folks. I am so happy when I stamp because I have this high quality product that produces amazing results. All I did was ink it up and push down on our cardstock. This is the basic white cardstock. It's formulated especially for our inks. So that's why it's great to kind of purchase the whole shebang from Stampin' Up! Because everything, like they do quality testing and all that stuff. So it's meant to work together. The ink, the cardstock, can you see that? The color of the cardstock matches Pacific Point, all good. Right? Right? Like I had to show you that because I mean, all I did was stamp. I mean, you could give a card like this, just put a little sentiment there, and you would be done, and everybody would be happy. I would be happy, the person receiving it would be happy. How can you not be happy with an image like that? Okay, so anyway, clearly I am still very happy because I can't stop talking about it. But because it's Tuesday at 2 and I like to show you things and we're having fun with this bundle, here's another example of Stampin' Up! Coordination, because not only did they give us a beautiful stamp set, they created coordinating dies. Okay, now remember, if you love this, you can certainly purchase these products at my online store, but remember, my online shopping special this month is that I will cut and prep all these pieces for you. You just use your own stamps and ink to finish the cards. Okay, so that's my gift to you this month for your online order. So there's these beautiful coordinating dies, and I'm going to use these wave ones, but see, there's like labels, there's clouds, there's like little birds. There's an outline one that cuts out this image here. Okay, there we go. So what I'm going to do, so you would think these are the same, but they are not. They are not the same. Okay, here, I'll hold them one on top of each other so you can see the difference. Okay. Okay, so they're not the same. It just gives more detail to the die cut. Okay, so let me clean this stamp and put it away. Oh, Lynn, I think you placed your order in March. So I think was it in March you placed the order? No, maybe it was in April. Yes, yes, I think you would qualify because you already placed your April. I can't remember which one, but I'll look. I can't remember if you placed your order in March or April. I think it was in March, now that I think about it. Anyway, my March special was some free designer paper, so I'm losing track of the days. Does that ever happen when you go away on vacation? It's like, what day is it? What time is it? What year is it, really? Um, okay, so let me pop this on here. Okay, so, oh, you know what, Lynn? I do remember. I think yours came through in March. Um, Oh, I don't know. I'll have to check. Okay, so don't worry, Lynn. I'll just look. Whether you're March or whether you're April, because you shopped online, you get a gift. Okay, that's the bottom line. Okay, um, so let's pick. I really like this stunning one, the one right on the top. So let's use this. You can see I was kind of playing and practicing. I'm actually going to use the designer series paper to cut out the dies. But you could use other cardstock or whatever, but this paper is so stunning. I I couldn't resist, so I think we'll be okay. I'm just going to cut off this little end here so that it's not quite so bulky. Okay, and then I'm going to cut these out. Okay, so I can pop these on here. Okay, but what I'm going to do is I am going to kind of turn it into a sticker. So this will cut out these shapes, but I find with these fine dies, it really helps if we remember. I don't always remember, but yay, today I remembered. I am going to grab these are called adhesive sheets. You get 12 sheets in a package. Okay. And then I am going to pop it on here. I don't quite need the whole thing, so I'm just gonna slices. It doesn't have to be exact, but it's a way to add adhesive. Okay, it's just think of it as another way to add adhesive. Okay, this is a bit long. I always keep these small pieces because you can use them for smaller things. Okay. Yep, I think we'll be good there. Okay, so I'm putting the adhesive on the back. Okay. Sorry, so I'm just going to peel off this backing. Sorry, I'm getting a frog in my throat. It always happens, though. Those of you who watch me regularly, because I'm doing so much talking, I start coughing or my throat gets froggy. Oh, remember that one time I started sneezing? That's how you know it's a live. Um, that's how you know it's a live video, because I don't even know how to edit out those things. I started sneezing like crazy one time, and I never sneeze only once. It's always like multiple times that I sneeze. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop that on there. It's very sticky adhesive. That's why I'm just using the barest bit of my fingers here. I feel like I did this the wrong way. This is too long. Anyway, let's see how it works. I kind of overlapped here. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and cut out our wave. See, so when it cuts it out, it'll have the adhesive on the back. So let's do that. Okay, yep. And then we'll use our cut and emboss machine. Okay, so this baby, I can already tell you this baby is going up in price with the new catalog. So if you've been eyeing it and you haven't purchased it yet, definitely think about nabbing it before the price goes up in the new catalog. I believe it's $163, which actually makes it a perfect item to add to your starter kit. Because your starter kit, you can choose $165 worth of product, but pay only $135, no shipping and no tax in many provinces. So there's absolutely no reason to not. I know a lot of people say, oh, I don't want to be a demonstrator. I don't want to run classes. I don't want to do what you do. That's okay. Stampin' Up! Does not mandate that you have to run classes or sell the product, but you do have to enjoy stamping. So if that's you, if you like the product, if you want to purchase it, that's all you have to do. You can take advantage of the starter kit. Okay, so this creates a tension, the sandwich that you kind of roll through. I'm just rolling a handle here, and it's going to be a little tight because I had that double adhesive, but let's roll that through. You can hear it creaking and cracking. That's totally normal. Okay. There we go. Look at that gorgeous paper. Can't stand it. It's so great. Okay. And let's keep working on our card. So I'm going to take this out, and I like to use the pokey end of my take your pick tool, and then we'll be able to pop it out here. Okay, there's these little holes. We can just pop it out. Okay, these little bits we don't need. I'll just make sure that that's out. All these little bits we don't need. Okay. Okay, so that's one wave. Let's do the other one. And there's number two. Okay, see how they're not exactly the same? so you can layer them on one another. When I was playing yesterday, I was like, is there one that should go on top of the other? I think there's no real right or wrong. Here, let's clear this away so that you can see. Okay, so what I did is I tried to put the one that looked a little thicker on the bottom. Okay, so hang on, this is a little piece that needs to be popped out. Okay, so let's see if we like it there. Okay, so that's, I think, what I did, so that you get kind of that extra, just stacking them on top of each other gives like extra fine detail. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll put this on, peel off the backing here. Okay, so now it's sticky. I'm just peeling off the sticky backing or whatever. Okay, because it's so detailed, it's a little bit fussy, but I think it's worth the effort. Okay. And I think there's some here. Okay, there we go. And then we'll go ahead. I'm just matching corner to corner. Oops. And I'm just layering that on top. Okay, we're going to have a bit that hangs off. That's okay. We can cut it off afterwards. Okay, so you can have just one layer if you want. See how that adds extra detail? I mean, the stamped image alone looked great, but see how the extra die even makes it a little bit something extra there. So let's do this last one. We're doing a double layer. Okay, and again, if you earn the online ordering special, I will die cut these for you, so you don't have to have the dies. Okay, I will die cut them for you. That's just part of my thank you for saying thank you for choosing me as your demonstrator. And thank you for shopping online, because that gives you the experience that you can shop whenever you want. I mean, I don't mind answering phone calls and helping people with their orders, but sometimes it's nice if you have the experience yourself to hop onto my online store and do it. Okay, I think I've got everything there. And then we're just going to layer it right on top. I'm matching corner to corner again. Oh, did I do the wrong one? Anyway, I think we're okay. There you go. Ah, so exciting. Okay, so this little piece that's hanging off at the end, we're just going to trim it. We don't need that there. Okay, see how that really adds to it? And you get the extra detail just because I used the designer series paper to die cut. Okay, so let's finish off our card. I'm just going to grab one of these sentiments. There's lots of great sentiments, but I thought this one was perfect because isn't that wave, like, doesn't it speak strength to you, the power of that wave? So that's why I'm using the one that says your strength is an inspiration. Although the wave is pretty awesome, so you could totally use the awesome one, but I'm going to use the strength one. And in case you didn't know, whenever you get one of our designer series papers, all you have to do is look on the back, okay, and it tells you what colors are in the paper pack. So I picked one of the blues. I decided to go for the Night of Navy, and I am going to stamp the sentiment up here in the corner. Straight down, straight up. So great. Okay, if you're just joining me, welcome, welcome. Don't be shy to comment. I love to read your comments, and anyone who comments will be entered into a little drawing just as a thank you for watching. Okay, and there we go. Okay, so I didn't want to do too much because I think the stamping and the dies are already the star of this card. Okay, but I am going to add a little bit of bling bling. So let me grab my embellishments. So some of you may remember in previous weeks I talked about these rhinestone waves, basic jewels. So they are now sold out. So that's just a perfect example of why you don't want to wait for things. So I may actually use them. But for those of you who missed out, and because when I do the packets, I don't know if I'll have enough of the waves. You can always use just the regular rhinestones. Hi, Carol. You can always use the regular rhinestones. You can color them if you want with our blends markers. So, for example, is this a night of navy? This is a misty moonlight. Let's see whether we have. Do I have any night of navy here? Yep, here's a dark night of navy. So just to show you, if you wanted to, you could just, now the key is when you're coloring the rhinestones, color them while they're on the backing, okay? Because see, it's really hard to be precise. So I don't know, you can't really see, but it kind of, I'm coloring the rhinestone blue, night of navy, shouldn't say blue, okay? And so I don't have to worry, the backing's there, but whereas if I, whereas if I stuck it on the card and then tried to color it, it would be pretty tricky. Oh, Linda, I'm glad you like it. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and have one of these rhinestones, and I don't know where we'll put it. Here, maybe? Oops. Okay, there we go. Yes, I used the brush tip. Um, I don't know whether it really matters. I just prefer the brush tip. Okay, so there you go. And here's the one I made originally. I used the regular rhinestones, but I just used a whole lot more. So you can definitely put more rhinestones if you want to. Okay, so that is our card for today. Those of you who are Team Stick girls, you would have seen the 4 cards we made using this bundle last couple weeks ago at our team celebration. If I find them, I'll dig them out and show you guys. Okay, so make sure you tune in next week on Tuesday at 2 to see what I'm going to create with this DSP and this stamp set, because I am having fun playing with it. I'm a demonstrator because I'm a demonstrator because I love the product and I love playing and making beautiful things. And it just always seems hard to make something pretty and have no one to show. So thank you so much for letting me share stamping with you. Okay, so let me flip this camera around so that we can. Oh, I'm glad you liked it, Donna. Yeah, I had fun making it. When I was making the card, I just knew I wanted to play with this paper because I haven't played with this as much as I wanted to. And I know I showed you guys in previous weeks, but I didn't get to really cut it up, play with it, and enjoy it. So I knew I was going to use that this week. I didn't even look at Pinterest. I think I just sat down and played with the dies and played with the paper. And this is what I came up with. Oh, Paulette, I'm glad. I'm glad that I've given you some ideas. This card is not hard to make at all. Um, it's actually pretty easy. So hopefully you feel inspired. Those of you who have some stamps and paper and ink, go ahead, start creating. You can even use this layout if you don't have the exact same bundle. But of course, I encourage you to purchase the bundle while it's available, and especially the designer series paper, because this is not carrying over to the new catalog. I don't know how long it's going to last. The gems and the foil paper are already sold out, so we'll see how long it lasts, but you'll be watching me create all month long. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining me. And again, don't forget, I've changed my Sweet and Simple so that anybody can watch and enjoy. I was hoping to always do sort of the second Thursday, but the second Thursday this month is kind of close to Easter. So I'm doing it this Thursday, the first Thursday. So you can meet me back right here on my Facebook page on Thursday this week, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, and I'll be stamping 4 cards for you then. Um, and they're all using the Cactus Cutie stamp. So if you enjoy what you see at my Sweet and Simple class on Thursday, you will be able to order the packet when I show you all the cards on Thursday. Yay! Paulette already says she's going to be there, so I'm so excited. Yeah, it's more fun to stamp together. Okay, so have a great afternoon. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you hopefully this Thursday at 5 for my Sweet and Simple Facebook Live. Otherwise, I'll see you next week when I create again using the Great Waves of the Ocean bundle. I don't know where the stamp set went to. There. Okay, yay! Thanks for joining me. Have a great afternoon. Bye.